welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Rina Kazawa here, and today we're going to be getting into some VTuber news. But before we do, please make sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell. And guys, do you know that I stream on Twitch? Head on over to Twitch. And if you're at work, leave me a lurk. All right, guys, on to our piece of newsy news for today. This is a big piece of newsy news, so this is going to be a little lengthy. It's going to take a lot of twists and turns. All right, so this is VShojo, and VShojo is a US-based agency headquarters in San Francisco, and the company was founded in 2020 by former Twitch employee Justin "The Gun Run" Ignacio. Within VShojo, there is a talent named Ironmouse, and Ironmouse is a female American VTuber from Puerto Rico. All right, so why are we talking about VShojo and Ironmouse? Well, guys, just to give you some context of what happened yesterday and in yesterday's live stream, Ironmouse had posted this on her X account on June 25th. This was before things went down yesterday. This was kind of like a little hint of what was to come. So Ironmouse had said, I stood up for myself recently and it was really scary, but I'm glad I did it in the end. So you're like, okay, what was that about? Well, guys, it turns out the reason why she stood up for herself is because she's leaving VShojo. Why is she leaving VShojo? Well, guys, let's take a quick listen here. This is an 11-minute video, but let's take a quick listen.
I am leaving VShojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VShojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from VShojo. I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day, I will be able to tell you the full story. I would always be told how important I was for the company. And I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed.
Wow.
Although that was very positive to hear, it put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me to the point where I felt guilt-tripped into signing. I felt responsible for everybody. I felt responsible for staff and talent alike. And I felt like if I didn't do this and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody. And I was destroying everybody's life. But this didn't feel right with me. And I began to feel extremely uncomfortable. But below the video in the description box is a link to a donation fund for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thankfully, any donations made through Tiltify go directly to the charity. That link is also there if you've heard about this and would like to support the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Essentially, VShojo withheld funds not only from the foundation, but also from Ironmouse herself. So very, very good reason to be leaving. So the thing is, this particular story has blown up not just within the VTuber sphere, but also outside of the VTuber sphere as well. So this is Ironmouses Tiltify. Oh my goodness. $530,000. That's a lot. You can see here the live donations. Gamer Subs donated $15,000. And in their note, they say, donating because VShojo stole the first one. That is damn crazy. That is damn crazy. Okay. Jazz says, wanted to pedal for charity, but my bike vanished right after VShojo borrowed it. No. What the heck? Jesus. But here are the top donors here, the leaderboard. So we got Gamer Subs here with $15,000. We got VTube Studio here with $12,000. We got Doki Bird with $10,000. VGen with $10,000. These are all very big players within the VTuber sphere. We got Jazz, Gamer Subs, VTube Studio, Doki Bird, VGen, Kenji's, and we got Anonymous, Anarth, Jaden Animations, Nemi Nightmare, Nyanners, Sinder, Zentreya. Holy moly. Wow. Wait, Sinder. Wait, Sinder. Whoa. Wait. Wait a minute. Cinder. Is this like a PR move for Cinder? This is insane. Everyone is being very, very kind in a situation that is obviously very unkind. So yeah, it's wonderful. It's fantastic. But also we need to be a little bit mad, chat, because essentially VShojo has up and disappeared with $500,000 of your dollars that you guys donated. It's kind of just, it's absolutely bizarre. So this is posted on Ironmouse's X account today. And Ironmouse says, any artists and musicians that worked with me through VShojo and never got paid, please contact me ASAP so I can get you paid. I am so sorry. The thing is, Ironmouse has nothing to be sorry for. She is an absolute gem of a human being. But yeah, VShojo has not been paying their artists, guys. This is a big problem. So this is posted on Ironmouse's Discord. So Ironmouse says, at everyone, thank you so much for all the love and support. I have no words to express how lucky I am to have you all in my life, and I feel like I can't thank you all enough. I have been processing my emotions, at least trying to. I wanted to let you guys know I want to try to do a stream tomorrow, Wednesday evening. Nothing too long, just a short stream to talk a bit and chat. This is the longest break I've ever taken. I'm not sure if I'll be able to further elaborate on anything, but I promise you, as soon as I'm able to talk about everything, I will. It has been ... a very emotional journey. There are so many things I want to say. I'm very happy that the other talent have been able to speak up and make the choices that they want to make. I just wanted to let you know that I have been reading your messages and they all mean so much to me and fill me with so much warmth. Honestly, getting to read your feelings truly is like medicine to me during this difficult time. So thank you so much. I can't promise that streams will go back to normal. It all depends on what a lot of things, but I will tell you next steps if I'm able to stream tomorrow evening. I've made a bit of a loose schedule for myself for the next several weeks in order to slowly get back to normal. I don't think I will follow it completely, but it's just there for motivation for me to get back to doing the things I love. I just looked at the Tiltify, and I'm so happy that we raised over $434K for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. This link will continue to remain active, and I'm hoping that if it all goes well, and my emotions and my mental health is okay, I could possibly do the long cherry stream this weekend. I will keep you guys updated. Thank you for being so patient with me. I love you guys. Absolute sweetheart of a person. She's really just trying her best in a very, very difficult situation that, you know, she didn't cause, you know? So guys, yeah, VShojo is making their stance very clear on Ironmouse. So you can see here, this is vshojo.com/challenge/Ironmouse, and it says 404 page not found. The page you're looking for doesn't exist or has been moved. So Ironmouse has been removed from their website. So this is Projekt Melody, and Projekt Melody, she is arguably the core of VShojo. So this is Projekt Melody's X account, and this is posted today, which is July 22nd at around 10:38 a.m. And Projekt Melody says, I waited to make my statement because I'm always anxious and struggle to find my words. But yes, I am leaving VShojo. I was an OG talent, put my everything into this company, but I am beyond devastated at what happened, and I never in a million years thought I would be saying these words. Okay, this is KSON, and KSON is an English and Japanese language independent VTuber. Originally an independent VTuber, she joined VShojo in 2022, but left in July 2025. Okay, let's take a look at what some of KSON tweets are saying. So this is posted on X. This is posted by KSON on July 22nd at 10:13 a.m. And this is a machine translated, but we're going to try our best here. So KSON says, feeling ashamed for all the positive stuff I said about the company. Turns out to be an effing lie. Yes, go ahead and laugh at me. Why? Why am I so stupid? Why do I not learn? Why do I always try to see the good side of people just to learn they don't effing care? Of course, it's all about the money. I'm nothing for the corpos without the money. Laughing face. But you know what? I'm still lucky because I have you, my shine ties. As long as I'm living, I'm thriving. This is so heartbreaking. This is so sad because at the end of the day, the creators, they just want to create, guys. You know what I mean? It's the gross, grubby, money-hungry corporations that kind of ruin everything, if we're being honest, right? Can I just say, KSON's got freaking balls, okay? She's got some amazing balls. So KSON, she says here, sorry, we'll be broadcasting with a changed schedule. And then KSON says, we need an explanation. Please answer VShojo. And you're like, okay. Perfect. Absolutely. Absolutely what a talent should be doing. It's like Ironmouse is so brave to be the whistleblower in this whole situation because a lot of people stay quiet and they stay complicit, right? But you need to get these CEOs and be like, what is going on here? So KSON just took it upon herself to be like, okay, you know what? That's it. We're going to call the CEO on stream. I need an explanation of what exactly is happening. And it's like, hell yeah, KSON. Let's go. So KSON is part of the Japanese branch of VShojo. So the Japanese branch of VShojo has their own CEO. So I know it's kind of confusing. You would think that there's just like one CEO, but there's two, right? This is posted by Chirard on Rignizio 724. It says, KSON quitting live on stream is not on the bingo card. Damn VShojo. So let's take a listen here.
I quit VShojo today.
はい
Hi.
VShojo 辞めます今日。
はい。
はい。31日予定でしたけど、今日辞めます。I quit.
So okay, some of that is in Japanese, obviously, because she's from the Japanese branch. But she said, I quit in English. So she is pretty pissed. Rightfully so. So this is the full phone call. I'm going to show you guys. So this is going to be in Japanese, guys, but I am going to turn on the subtitles and the closed captioning. Okay, guys, let's take a listen.
そのお金はどこ行ったんですか
The question ultimately becomes, where did the money go? Yes.
っていう話にやっぱなっちゃうんですよ。
KSON is asking the absolute correct questions. Yes, go KSON.
ね。
そうですね。
I agree.
はい。
Yes.
で、それがおそらくです。
So the money was probably used as working capital.
実は運転資金に回されていたっていうことですね。
運転資金っていうのは会社の
Working capital is the company's,
で
well,
も
working capital.
私
But well,
まあ少なくとも私
at
は
least for me,
一切
I
VShojo か
haven't
ら
had
去
any
年の9月から
any
です
since
かね。まあそれ
September of last year. What? She hasn't gotten paid since September of last year? Oh my god.
より前からかもしれないですけど、9月に
It might have actually been before that. Girl!
それより前の分がドッていきなり入ってきて、でそこから
But the amount from before that suddenly came in
以
September
降音沙汰
and
なしってい
hasn't
う感じ
dropped
だったん
since
で、
then. Okay, guys, hold on a minute. Guys, we're in, hold on. Guys, we're in July of 2025. KSON hasn't been paid since September of last year and maybe even before that. How is she surviving? What? How much money has Gunrun been holding? What is going on here? That's 10 months of no pay, chat. 10 months! So this is posted by Aru, and this is posted on July 22nd at 10:05 a.m. It says, what do you mean KSON dragged the JPV Shoujo CEO live on stream for not paying her since September, and this just announced live that she's quitting while he's still on the call? I just woke up. This shit is so crazy, dog. Good on KSON, man. At this point in time, it would be nice to hear what a lawyer has to say. So this is Legal Mindset coming in. So Legal Mindset says, another note from KSON regarding staff being paid first. They had to pay the staff due to clear labor law violations if they didn't pay full-time staff. They are banking on the ambiguity of VShojo talent as independent contractors to shaft them out of payment. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, this is another tweet from Legal Mindset here. So Legal Mindset says, overall, KSON stream shows US VShojo leadership aiming for bankruptcy as a solution to discharge unpaid payments to the talents as independent contractors. Now is the best time for VTubing industry to challenge this insanity and establish that VTubers are true employees. Yeah, like he's not wrong. Oh my God. This is so frustrating. This is so frustrating because like it's just another corporation taking advantage of people. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but like wage theft is something that corporations get away with. If I went into a store and stole a loaf of bread, it's jail time for me. But for some reason, corporations, they can steal your time and your money and get nothing. And you have to go to court to try and get that money back. This is so frustrating. This is so terrible. Oh my goodness, guys. All right, guys, this is Michi Mochievee. And Michi Mochievee is a female English and Indonesian speaking independent VTuber. And here it says, formerly associated with VShojo. She debuted in April 2024 and was the 16th VTuber to debut with VShojo. On July 2025, Michi decided to leave VShojo and continue independently. So this is posted on Michi Mochievee's YouTube channel, and it says, I left VShojo ... Okay, so let's take a listen.
pull it off like wax, shall we? The situation. Yeah.
Yep.
Today, chat, I have officially left VShojo,
Yep.
which is insane to say. Yeah, I have officially left VShojo, so I'm not part of it anymore. On Twitter and stuff, there's like
Good.
that handle thing. I don't think it's in my control. I'm not sure if VShojo will be announcing this publicly due to everything that's been going on. But yeah, officially now, I will continue as just me. The reason behind this, as some of you may know, I can't get into too much specifics due to the legalities and all that big brain stuff. And I was told to be careful with what I say. I wanted to go live today because I want to give you guys clarity and updates and security on everything that's going on, because I think you guys, out of everyone, deserve to know. I know you guys probably must feel like confused or upset and stuff like that. I'm sorry that I can't tell you guys everything, but I hope I can tell you guys enough to the best of my abilities, and I'll do my best because I just don't want you guys to feel like confused. So I'm sure at this point, a lot of you guys have watched or at least heard of Mousie's video by now. But for today, I'll just be talking about my own situation, and I might be bringing up similar points that Mouse have stated in her video. So I'm so sorry if this may sound a little bit repetitive. But basically, I recently found out that VShojo owes me a good amount of unpaid debt. I also have other reasons that I was advised not to get into or say too much of as of now. So I'm sorry if I can't talk about that, but this is just one reason that has led me to my decision.
Poor Michi, man. She dealt with Niji, and now she's dealing with VShojo. Oh my god. Okay, sorry, let's continue.
Of terminating my contract with VShojo. And I want you guys to know, it's not fully about like the money. Just to make it very clear, even though I mentioned the monetary aspect of it, the reason I bring that up is because that is one of the only things I can somewhat talk about. But for me personally, it's not really about the money. If you guys know me, you know that I am not the most business oriented, perhaps. I go with the vibes. I like to believe in the vibes and the whimsy and the pinky promises, you know what I mean? So when I trust people, I fully trust them, and I am very loyal to the people that I trust. This for me is somewhat like a breach of that. Personally, that's just how I feel. Where I'm not saying, and please know that I'm like, don't blame, like, don't point any fingers. And honestly, I did not expect that I would have to do this again, y'all. I'm gonna be real with you. I thought that I was at that point, I would never have to do this again. But it's okay, because just because we had to do it again doesn't mean it's always that bad.
So that is what Michi is saying, and so Michi has officially left VShojo. I'm a little bit like confused why she's not too upset about the money. I mean, unless she's like doing well, I guess. But I'm confused. Like, don't these people need to eat? Don't these people need to pay their bills? So this is Amalee. So Amalee is a VTuber persona. She's a singer, voice actor, who's known for her English transatlantic performances in various anime and video game songs. While originally independently produced, she joined VShojo on January 26, 2025. However, Amalee has quit as well. So this is posted on Amalee's X account on July 22nd at 11:29 a.m. And it says here, as of today, I'll be terminating my contract with VShojo effective immediately, and I'll be returning to being an independent VTuber and content creator. Nothing about my content will change, as I was indie for 18 years before signing with VShojo, and I retain my IP. My love goes out to the talents. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for the continued support as we look towards the future. So Amalee is leaving too, and she just came in, so totally fair. Why would you stay with a company that has this type of reputation? Not only would it be bad for their brand, but it's also technically bad for your brand too. But guess who else is leaving, guys? This is Kuro. So Kuro Kurenai, also known as K9 Kuro, is an English language VTuber affiliated with VShojo. He debuted on September 30th, 2023. He's a 14th member to debut with VShojo and the first male member. However, this is posted on Kuro's X account, and Kuro says, I didn't want to say anything until it's finalized, but since people keep making assumptions, no, I'm not staying here. I've already submitted a leave contract and had that meeting 11 days ago. Whoa. Okay. So this has been going on for some time. The only reason I still have the VShojo logo brand on here is because they have to remove it themselves as an associate. You cannot remove it yourself. Same with every other member. Okay. Cause I was wondering, right? Cause they had the little VShojo like emoji. So that's why. Okay. In any case, I'm just waiting for the contract to all be fulfilled and done. But I guess I'm an indie now. LOL, thumbs up. Kuro continues. So this is posted on July 22nd at 2:44 p.m. It says, and there it goes. How do you do, fellow indie VTubers? So you can see here the VShojo emoji is no longer there. For some reason, he's dead and pregnant. But okay, there you go. This person, their name is Hime Hajime, and Hime Hajime is a female English language VTuber living in Japan who debuted January 2021. She's a first-generation member of VShojo. The first generation, like the founding generation, and the last of the generation to debut. She's fluent in English and knows some Japanese as well. Okay, so Hime has posted on X, and Hime says, I can confirm I have also quit VShojo. These past few years, I got to meet and befriend some amazing people, but I can no longer be a part of the company. I will still be streaming as Hime. I know I am on and off, but I am sticky mittens here. So Hime has officially left as well. So this is Haruka Karibu. Haruka Karibu is a Canadian VTuber who debuted in May 2020. She would later join VShojo. All right, so even Haruka, who has not been streaming for a little bit, we have something here. So you can see here on Haruka's X account, VShojo has been removed here as well. You can see this, right? She did say 15 hours ago, I'm tired. You know, that we could be looking into it. Maybe she's talking about the VShojo thing. Maybe she's talking about her personal life. But the fact that VShojo has been removed from her account is pretty interesting. So looks like here VShojo has removed all affiliates from the Twitter account. So if we click on affiliates, you can see here there is just VShojo Japan. That's it. This used to be populated with a lot more stuff. So this is Henya the Genius. And Henya the Genius is a female VTuber affiliated with VShojo. This is posted on July 22nd at 1:14 a.m. And Henya says, I'll be streaming tomorrow and explaining my situation and my future plans. Thank you guys so much for helping and supporting me. I love you guys so much. Deo! So what's interesting about Henya though, if you go into Henya's X account here, there is no VShojo here. Okay, so this is Zentreya, and Zentreya is a female English language VTuber who debuted in 2017. Initially an independent streamer, mostly known for VR chat role-playing, Zen joined VTuber group VShojo in November 2020, debuting as one of the group's initial members. In July 2025, she left VShojo and continues as an independent VTuber. This is on Zentreya's Twitch, and this was from 3 hours ago. It's titled, yeah, explosions everywhere. Which is fair. Okay, so this is around the 1730 timestamp. So let's take a listen to what Zen's got to say.
There's a lot of questions. A lot of people are hurting right now. I think a lot of us want answers. At the moment, with how things are freaking going, I'm probably not getting paid.
Not you too!
I don't think a lot of us are.
Oh no.
Holy shit. I'm pretty sure that's what everybody's already saying too.
Oof.
Like, I know some people haven't been paid, but yeah, I haven't gotten paid either yet. I know me and my lawyer we're working, but I mean, shit's crazy right now. It's a very delicate situation right now. I know some of the others are definitely trying to figure out shit on their end as well. I've been instructed by, just to make sure I'm not dropping info that could potentially put me into legal trouble.
Anyways, guys, so that's like Zen essentially talking about it too. It sounds like she's lawyering up versus VShojo too, since she hasn't been paid. Like, how many people have not been? It's ridiculous if you think about it, right? Like, I can't go into Tim Hortons and get a bagel without paying them. But yet this person was able to like get away with not paying all of these people. It's mind-blowing, isn't it? Oh my goodness. This is Apricot, and Apricot the Lich, also widely known by her nickname Froot. So she's a female English language VTuber and illustrator, originally from England. She debuted November 2020 and one of the first generation members of the American VTuber company VShojo. There's been a lot of stuff going on with Froot. However, Froot has also removed any mention from VShojo from her profile as well. So let me show you another person. This person you probably didn't even expect. So this was Amelee Nazuna, And Amemiya Nazuna is a Japanese language VTuber that debuted with VShojo as part of its Japanese unit VShojo Next. So who was Ayamiya Nazuna? Well, as the VTuber community lovingly calls her, this was Mikeneko. So Mikeneko was also part of VShojo. Guys, what? Are you serious? Yes. Okay. So Mikeneko, so she is a female Japanese virtual YouTuber. She's affiliated with Vaz, a Japanese talent agency. Mikeneko has been known by many names in the VTuber sphere. However, this is where she is currently parked. So yes, Mikeneko was even part of VShojo at one point as well. So of course, Mikeneko has something to say about what's going on here. So Mikeneko went into her previous profile, Ayamiya Nazua profile. So we have this person. Their name is Dark Z Shitposter Detective. But it says here's the English translation of the tweet. Okay. So the English translation goes, when I debuted with VShojo, I had a huge number of overseas viewers. 50,000 people came to my Twitch debut stream, but then my audience was raided over to other VShojo talents. And I recall a time that I had to ask them to please stop doing that without my permission. Beyond that, I spent a year telling them I wanted them to bring in more Japanese members. Nazuna, who can't speak English, has been doing this all alone on Twitch. So you can see here, this is like a series of like 3 tweets. So these are like all the tweets compiled together. So here it says, I endured it for a year, but I realized it was impossible. So I graduated. Immediately after, I was told, we want you to remove the graduated from VShojo part of your profile, which made me feel incredibly sad and lonely. It hurt me to think, is this what they say to you after working together for so long? In any case, I hope everyone finds happiness. Since my viewers, who are originally mostly from overseas, were rated to other people, they naturally flowed more and more to the other EN girls instead to me, Nazuna, who can't speak English. It was a sad feeling. There were times I became paranoid, wondering if the whole point was just to get my overseas viewers. I want to believe that wasn't the case. So essentially, Mikeneko is trying to say is that essentially VShojo brought her on to essentially steal her viewers. It's kind of like the TLDR of like what she's trying to say here. So this is Veibae. And Veibae is a female independent English language VTuber who debuted in April 2020. She is popular in the Japanese fandom where translated clips have reached over 1.5 million views. Her Twitch streams are marked as 18 plus only. She joined VShojo on April 9th, 2021 and left the group on, April 25th, 2023. Okay, so she left a while ago. But here, let's see what Veibae has to say about it. So this is posted on Veibae's X account, and this is posted on July 22nd at 11:54 a.m. So she's replying to a tweet from herself back in April 26, 2023. Indie bitches! And you're just like, okay, interesting. So then, so Veibae continues to say, today, she says, looks like nothing's changed between 2023 and 2025 in terms of how the original management moves, laughing my fucking ass off. Couldn't and still can't say shit because of their god-awful NDA that I had to sign. I legally can't badmouth the company, but at least everyone knows the reason why we left. Thumbs up. Okay, this is a thing, right? A lot of corporate VTubers anyway, they are bound by NDAs, and there's a lot of things that they wish they could say that they just can't say. Because if something is said, then of course they're met with usually like a fine or some sort of like legal action. So this has been happening for some time. The writing's been on the wall since 2023. Something has been going on. And it's all finally coming to light, guys. This is all finally coming to light. So Veibae, unfortunately, she can't say anything, but she essentially is implying that VShojo was ripping people off even back then. So that's a huge thing to say. But wait, there's more. So this is Shibuya Kaho, and Shibuya Kaho, they are friends with Sea-Dog, and Sea-Dog is, of course, friends with Ironmouse, and Ironmouse and Sea-Dog do a lot of fundraising together for charities. This was posted yesterday on Shibuya's X account. So this was just some commentary on like some scummy stuff that's happening in VShojo. I'll just read it to you because it's pretty short. So Shibuya says, this person moved from a noted VTuber company to another as a staff last year, bragging about his new income. He thrusted me a few of his new business cards to, quote, give to my good contacts. I found the action obnoxiously rude, but maybe he was too young and friendly to know better. Then the mother effer wanted to meet up for tax advice because I'm a native in Japan and I hired an accountant. I was asked to have dinner in his area, which was quite far from me, splitting the bill. That day, I got convinced I didn't like the guy. Yet because I love the talents he worked with, I was only secretly hoping he would lose his job one day. Recently, I heard from another creator that he was showing photos of VTubers' real selves while revealing their personal info like marital statue. I now wanted to find a way to warn other employees. Today, I learned the most despicable stuff the company has done to their talent. I don't know if he's involved with it, yet all of my personal grudge is nothing compared to such a betrayal. Sometimes, unfortunately, managers or agencies can be the talent's worst enemy. Please always support the talent first. So you can see here, so Zentreya saw this tweet. So Zentreya made this tweet on July 22nd. Someone who worked with VShojo was giving out info. What the F? Are we so effing serious? Gunrun, dude, what the absolute F? I wasn't aware of this, and I'm assuming the others weren't either. Did you know? And then it says, edit. Reading, it was JP side, and it's so effed up, dude. It still stands. I personally don't even know what all happened behind the scenes on EN. I just followed so blindly, leading VShojo, thinking it's all cool, man. F me for being stupid. So here's just a tweet that's explaining VShojo's strange behavior. This is posted by Miari and says, speaking of VShojo, I remember one AX, I was at an after party and a certain someone was trying to flex how he could arrange private meet and greets with the creators behind the models. Never sat right with me because do these creators even know that you're exploiting and treating them like party favors? Ah, that's not cool either. Ew. Blech. Blech. That's pretty gross. That is pretty gross behavior. It doesn't name who that is, but it's pretty gross behavior regardless. All right, guys. So this is ShyLily, and ShyLily is a female independent VTuber from Germany, based in the Netherlands, originally creating her own 3D model in 2020. So why are we talking about ShyLily? Well, guys, did you know ShyLily was also almost recruited into VShojo? ShyLily says, "Good thing I trusted my gut feeling when VShojo tried to recruit me. ... Their contract was riddled in red flags and basically legal robbery. This makes me sick to my stomach. Please, if you can, support Mouse and the IDF." Wow. How deep is this rabbit hole? Right, Ben? ShyLily, right, Ben? Oh my God. In response to ShyLily's tweet, Shoto, who is also a very large VTuber, you can see here, they have like 1.4 million followers. So Shoto says, "The way we both dodged a bullet that year." And then ShyLily says 2023 was a wild year, crying face. So essentially what happened was ShyLily, she went live to discuss everything that's happening. So this thread essentially kind of documented what ShyLily was saying. This is posted on thevirtualasylum.com. So here it says, ShyLily is now talking about the alleged, just her word as of now, but she says she has the receipts, attempt to hire her, and her issues with the contract. So it says, here's what she said. They approached her in the summer of 2023. VShojo lectured her for VShojo lectured her a 2-hour-long PowerPoint presentation on how incredible VShojo is, how they're so good at project, merch, distribution, sponsorship, IRL streams, PR management. I cast out on that. Okay. PR management, commissioning, collabs, voice acting, dance lessons, mental health, therapy, YouTube editors, VTuber, anime, podcasts, D&D streams, 3D studios, etc. None of these were actually presented in the contract. When ShyLily asked VShojo to put any of the things that they promised during this 2-hour presentation into the contract, VShojo refused, saying, "We operate on trust. No need to put it on paper." Wah, wah, wah. Uh-oh. Oh, no. That's a red flag. Okay. Jesus. We operate on trust. Okay, listen, when a business says we operate on trust and vibes only, that's a problem. Here it says, VShojo offered ShyLily a fixed amount, quote, "so small it's insulting," for a year for 50-50 split on ShyLily's revenue. What? No. It says here, VShojo wanted 5% any deal ShyLily makes without VShojo, even mythic deals. ShyLily wants it to be 0%. VShojo says, "We operate on trust. Just put it as 5% now and we'll change it to 0% later. Trust." Guys! Oh my God. This includes the already existing gamer sub sponsorship that has nothing to do with VShojo. ShyLily asked VShojo to sign a non-compete clause against Mythic to prevent a situation where Mythic secured ShyLily as a sponsored deal, only for VShojo to go to the sponsor directly and cut out Mythic. Wow! VShojo refused, saying, "We operate on trust, no need to put it on paper." Stop saying that. Oh my god, that's no good. ShyLily accused of VShojo's lawyer of being high as... What? No! What? ShyLily accused VShojo's lawyer of being a high as F during the contract negotiation. She constantly zoned out, had no idea what clause they were talking about. When she actually spoke, it's industry standard, kid, you're asking too much. VShojo wanted ownership of anything ShyLily makes forever. Pfft. What the hell? ShyLily asked to specify it into only when she's a part of VShojo, not before or after VShojo. VShojo said yes on Discord, but sneakily reverted it to the first iteration on the actual contract. And ShyLily wanted a clause where they can't take down her tweet. Didn't say how the negotiation goes for this one. And then here it says, it's a 2-year contract with no contract termination clause. ShyLily wanted the things VShojo promises to provide her as VShojo's contract obligation, and hence her exit clause if VShojo cannot fulfill them. And VShojo once again pulled out, "We operate on trust, no need to put it on paper." That's not okay. So then why have her sign a contract if you work on trust? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It says the contract sometimes referenced sections and clauses that did not exist. Bro! ShyLily wanted payment deadlines. Once again, we operate on trust. No need to put it on paper. ShyLily wanted the payment to go to her bank account first. Then her accountant she hired would allocate the money to VShojo is entitled to. Fair. Okay. VShojo wanted her revenue to go into their bank account first, take their cut, and send the remaining money to ShyLily. We operate on trust. You can trust us with your money. You can trust us with your money. No, we can't. No, we can't. Oh my god. Man, ShyLily went with her gut. That was the absolute correct thing to do. Listen, if you operate on trust, why are you making her sign a contract, right? What? She's supposed to trust you and you don't trust her? That doesn't make any sense. That's not how trust works. Oh my god. Guys, you can trust me. Okay, I believe you. This is Geega. And Geega is an English-speaking VTuber. While originally independently produced, she joined VShojo on September of 2023. Okay, so this is posted on Daily Geega, and it says Geega addresses Ironmouse and the VShojo situation. We did watch this yesterday, but this is for people who didn't see it yesterday.
So Mouse has just announced that she's left VShojo. Yeah, I knew she was working on it. This is not like a sudden piece of news for me, but it will be for you guys. You guys know I have already left. I left on, June 27th, so I've been gone for a couple weeks. There have been a lot of things that have gone on in the background that I have been completely unable to talk about, completely unable to say. I've wanted to, but that's been legally just not a thing I should do. So finally, someone who is able to say those things has said them, and it's good. There is a lot more. Absolutely, there's a lot to be said, but that is what can be said at this moment in time, especially because it's stuff that pertains to Mouse in particular, so it's her situation that she can speak on. I'll just echo some of the stuff that she said in her video, but she posted a video on YouTube on it if you want to see. She feels very misled on a lot of things and has been misled. I will add, I've felt this way as well. Absolutely. I did also see a lot of writing on the wall of a lot of things, but until I felt I had solid reasoning to say this is true, I didn't want to move on anything, obviously. And then over time, I found out that certain things were in fact true, and I went, oh no, and decided to leave. Every decision gets made for really good reason. And I know I initially made a video saying I was leaving, and I tried to say really hard, really clearly, hey, this is just a small piece of what I can talk about. There are other reasons, but these are just the things I can say. I absolutely meant it when I said there's other stuff that I can't say, and that is, this is some of it. This is some. Again, the word some. This is some of it. So I just feel really relieved because it's not stuff that I could say. The TLDR for some of the stuff that Mouse has revealed today, she is owed a significant amount of funds that she hasn't been paid.
So essentially that's kind of just some context that Geega already, she already left, but she knew that something was happening. The more people are saying something, the more she's like, yeah, that checks, right? So anyways, guys, you'll remember that VShojo did have an audition process for some new talents. However, so these are some new talents that haven't got to appear, that were going to become VShojo talents. This is PIP UFO, and PIP UFO is an English-Japanese VTuber living in stationary orbit above Japan. She's a slime alien who makes a variety of gaming and creative content on YouTube and Twitch. She temporarily became a member of Kawa Entertainment. This is posted on X account, and this is posted on July 22nd. And Pia says, I've been searching for the right words. Here they are, as carefully as I can say them. I was one of the girls who passed the VShojo audition. After 4 years of blood, sweat, and slime, I really believe I'd make it. All the late nights, overtime, sacrifice meant something more. I was excited to take a huge leap with the community I built as me, the weird little slime girl you know and hopefully love. But after learning what happened with Mousie's charity funds, I couldn't in good conscience move forward with my contract, and it all came crashing down. That was the final straw. We were promised support, stability, and financial compensation. I was so excited to join a company I believed in and that believed in me, but it became clear that many of these promises wouldn't be kept. A lot of us are now left shouldering the cost of decisions we didn't make. I turned down other opportunities because I believed in this one, and I don't regret having hope or wishing for shooting for the stars. I was so ready. I still am. What hurts most, though, is losing the chance to debut alongside some of the most incredible, talented, and kind and hardworking girls I've ever met. I didn't join just for myself. I joined for the shared dream we all believed in and that I still believe in. I know some of you have sensed something has been off these past few months. I've been doing my best to smile through the storm, but the truth is, it's been raining on me for a long time. You've all given me so much love and support, and I'm sorry I haven't been at my best. I'm working through my feelings, sweeping up pieces of these broken dreams, and figuring out how to chase new ones. Thank you for being patient with me. I will find my way again, but I just need a little time. And if you're still reading, please send your love to all the VShojo talents, past, present, and future. Everyone is hurting in their own way, and kindness costs nothing. Until then, stay happy, green heart. So anyway, so this was Pia. This is Pia UFO. She was someone set to debut with VShojo, who obviously is not going to be doing that anymore. And then this person, I'm going to show you this person. Their name is Tori Orane, and they are a Phoenix VTuber. So she was a talent who was signed with VShojo, but she never debuted. So this is posted on Tori's YouTube account, and this is titled My Experience with VShojo, and this was uploaded 4 hours ago. Just to reiterate the story here, Tori was signed for 7 months, no debut. She was not allowed to stream on her personal account. You're not allowed to work. Like I don't know what planet VShojo is living on where you don't pay people. Like, people need to pay their bills. People need to eat food. Like, how do you not pay people? Okay, so essentially Tori was not allowed to stream. Her debut was delayed until January 2026. She wasn't allowed to join any of the company discords. There was no consistent communication. She even commissioned a model. Her total debut budget was yanked. She was ghosted by VShojo, and she's told she may not debut due to budget. Like, that's ridiculous. That's redonkulous. Oh my goodness, not even in the door yet, and they're being freaking sussy. This is another talent who was signed by VShojo but was never able to debut. So let me pull this up. This is Berrybug. They're an independent English VTuber. She was a member of the Twitch group Pest Control before it was disbanded. And this is a statement that Barry had made on X. And Barry says, an update, not a graduation. Thank you in advance for reading. So you're like, okay, what is this about? Okay, so here it says, I know some people have noticed that I've been spotty with streams lately. And the reason is actually because I was supposed to join VShojo this year. Jeez! A lot has happened, and over half a year after signing, I requested to have my contract voided. I won't go into detail, but it was an opportunity that I was very excited about, and I'm sad that I won't be able to bring you everything I had in mind. I'm sorry for all the delayed projects and ideas I excitedly talked to you guys about, but I'll be working on them by myself slowly. To the few people at VShojo I was able to talk to, thank you for giving a chance to a bug like me. I hope everyone who hears about this news, even if you don't know me or watch me, can still send support to the VShojo girls, both existing and my gen mates. I'm sorry things turn out this way. Thank you to my bug bros and friends for always supporting me and being there for me. You guys are the reason I am strong. Let's keep having fun, okay? Barry. So that another person who was supposed to debut with VShojo, they are definitely not doing that now. Okay, because you guys mentioned Barry is live. We're only gonna watch a moment of it just because, like, obviously, please send some love to Barry here.
Shit.
Oh my goodness, poor Barry.
And this might have been not so good of an idea. but you guys might have seen an update to my Twitter and Blue Sky where I talked about how I was slated to join VShojo as a future generation, as a future talent. I was signed in the beginning of this year, and these are for people wondering, these are from the auditions. Sorry. Oh god. Sorry, I don't mean to be so shaky right off the bat. But yeah, these are from the auditions from last year. I think they were, right? I'm really sad about the opportunities that I've passed up or that I will be missing.
Oh no.
But at the same time, my experiences are only it's only a drop in the bucket, and it really hurts hearing about every other person's experience and how people have been people have been going through so much worse.
Poor Barry. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, guys! If you're able to go follow Barry, that would be great. This is I'm not crying. You're crying. Who's cutting onions in here? Oh my god. Okay, guys. So this is Barry Bug, who's one of the debut talents. So yeah, obviously, to respect her stream, we're just gonna. I'm not gonna watch any more of that. But she's clearly suffering. It's so sad. It's so heartbreaking. This company has hurt so many people. So many people have been hurt by this company. So this is from Phoebe, possibly unconfirmed, but possibly was also to be one of the new talents. So Phoebe says, "I'm not ready to say my piece yet, but please support everyone." So and then underneath Phoebe has the Tiltify. So you're just like, okay, what does that mean? I don't know. It kind of sounds like maybe something is here. It's a bit vague, but also like, I wonder if it means something. There's artists as well who have been unpaid. Let's take a look here. All right, so this is posted on X. This is by Starlight Daryl and posted on July 21st. And here it says, nowhere near what Mouse is going through, but for the past year, VShojo has been habitually late in paying me commissions, sometimes leaving thousands of dollars in invoices unpaid for months at a time. I tried to be patient, but knowing that they were stealing charity money from Mousy while all this was happening makes me sick to my stomach. Okay, here's another artist. You'll know her. Her name is Freem. This is Freem, guys. And Freem says, you know what? This makes sense why some of the projects I was working on got indefinitely, quote, suspended. Thankfully, I only wasted time on one without pay, mainly because I was personally requested by a mouse. This is why you make sure to take payment up front, freelancers. And you can see here, Freem is smoking a cigarette and not doing well. Look, this has impacted so many people in the community, guys. Like, oh my goodness, it's crazy. All right, here's another artist. Here's another one. Another one. This is Shiro Beats, and Shiro Beats posted on X on July 22nd at 3:36 p.m. Shiro Beats says, I still remember when the guy from VShojo who was in charge of us was too busy playing Fortnite and sending game invites instead of paying us or helping with project management. You can't make this up. And Shiro continues to say, bro was getting a full salary and still asked me for help with everything he did. Meanwhile, I wasn't even getting paid and was basically making this guy money for free. And people are saying, excuse me? What the hell? What the F? This is a very, very bad situation for everyone involved. Like even poor Freem had to deal with this. Okay, guys, so this is Alara, and Alara is an American independent VTuber. She's a founder of VTuber Academia, and she's primarily active on Twitch. So even Alara had some behind the scenes information that she shared on stream. So this is posted on Alara's X account. This is posted on, Alara is a good friend of this channel. So Alara has posted this on her X account on July 22nd around 1:48 p.m. And Alara says, I want to share some information I received from an inside source about the current VShojo stuff. I think it provides a lot of context for the financial woes and the timeline of events. So everything happening stemmed from mismanagement and poor financial choices, causing hasty decisions, damage, and hurt to so many creators and people's livelihoods. So you can see here on Alara's X account, she says, notes. This information comes from a connection to a former VShojo staff. Sources wish to remain anonymous. The information given here is to provide context for the timeline of events. And then it says, notes, VShojo started downsizing and cutting staff to alleviate financial pressures. Many staff members were let go with less than 2 weeks notice, and in some cases, only a few days. Anonymous source was left in the dark about financial woes and was shocked by the sudden termination. They were unaware of the extent of the damage. The talents were upset with the sudden decision, which led to the talents separating themselves from the company. And former staff is united in working against the upper echelons of VShojo as legalities proceed for payments. So then, so this is a VTuber who got rug pulled by VShojo. This is Momo. And Momo, they are an alien VTuber, and they are with Mythic. So let me read to you what Momo said. So Momo posted this on X on July 22nd at around 3:59 p.m. And Momo says, I guess I'm glad now, considering back in 2019, I spent almost 2.5 years spiraling about my self-worth in the entertainment world and in my friendships. All because I signed a 2-year contract with VShojo, spent a bunch of money and time to prepare, only for them to turn around and tell me they were reevaluating their business and that I could reapply in the fall when they were doing tryouts, ... I hope all VShojo talent get what they are owed. Hearing all of this is just heartbreaking. Shame on VShojo. Oh my god, this person too? What? Are we noticing a pattern here, chat? Are we noticing a pattern here? Since 2019, sussy stuff has been going on, but like nobody spoke of it. You know what I mean? It was like this weird protected like cool kids club where like don't you dare say anything out of line when it comes to VShojo, right? It's so strange. Okay, this is posted on X. This is posted by Nero, and it says, if I had a nickel for a recent time, a large entertainment company destroyed itself by pocketing a bunch of money that was that was meant for charity, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't much, but I'm surprised that it happened twice. Yeah, so this is, if you guys, just to give you context, this is Gerard, the completionist, who was in charge of Indieland, who had charity money just resting. It was resting in an account, if you guys remember this goofball. And now, it's, damn it, like twice. And now VShojo. What's happening? Oh my goodness. Okay, what's this? Okay. Creator chat clash, VShojo not donating to charity. No. It's, man. Yeah, this is brutal. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Why is this happening? Okay, guys. But in the most important thing, so this is the worst. Okay. Guys, you know who's most disappointed? Is Jesus, guys. This is Jesus's official X account. Jesus said, I apologize for my anger yesterday. The whole Ironmouse situation has me so upset. How can you steal money from a charity? Especially one that means so much to Mouse and her community. I'm about to flip all the tables at VShojo. Jesus, when Limp Bizkit breaks stuff comes on. No. Anyways, so Jesus is the most upset, guys. Of course he would be. Okay. Oh my god. Anyways, guys. I'm sorry. It's so stupid. Okay, all right. So, guys, just one more time. This is the Tiltify link for Mousy. And this is for the Immune Deficiency Foundation, and you can see here 500,000 and plus has been raised, and this is absolutely incredible. This is for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. If you are able to donate, please go ahead and do that. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.